Hello, this is Commander Hugh Jardon here. Welcome to another one of my Elite Dangerous videos. This one's about killing Thargoids again, like the last one. I'm not going to show you how to do it. That was all done in the last one. But what I've discovered is that the missions stack like pirate massacre missions, so you can make a lot of money at it. Just wanted to explain that. In case you're not familiar with the pirate missions, the way it works, we'll just show you on the mission board. So the place I'm at, we've got 5 factions, and um, what happens? We haven't got many missions at the moment because I've taken a loan. But if each one of these factions offers you a mission to kill one Hydra, when you kill one Hydra, it counts 5 times, and they offer about over 30 million a time. So that would be 105 times 30, 150, plus the 50 million that you get for killing it. That's 200 million for one Hydra, and it's 2 in each instance. So that's 400 million. Plus, before you get the Hydras, you've got to clear out all the Cyclops, Basilisks, and whatever in the first part, and you're going to get about 150 million for that. So you're looking at a potential 550 million. By the time you add on a few other missions for Cyclops and whatever, 600 million per round, and um, it takes about 3 hours to do the whole thing. You can do it quicker than that, um, but also can take longer when things don't work out right. So the method I showed you in the last video, especially when the very end of it, doing the Medusa, the Hydras is the same as that, but they are a bit tough. So you must follow the rule that as soon as you get to 60% hull, start heading to the station. Don't hang about, no matter where you are, because you can go down very quickly. And I've killed loads of Hydras, but the last 2 times, some interesting things happened, which I just want to let you know about, just so that you're aware of them. But the time before last, uh, I got I think it was the second to last heart of the Hydra, so it was all but dead. I was boosting back to the station with 60% hull, and all of a sudden, my thrusters went offline. I was a long way out. Well, I was about 15 kilometers out, something like that, and I boosted, and the thrusters just went offline, and like flight assist off. And I know they do that sometimes for a few seconds, so I I didn't worry about it. I just waited for them to come back, but they didn't come back, and they stayed off the whole time until I hit the ground. And then by that time, the Hydra had caught me up. So I'd left with 60% hull, and after I'd bashed into the ground at that full speed, um, I was knocked down to about 25% hull, 40% hull. I can't remember what. But a Hydra was just pummeling me, and there was nothing I could do because my thrusters were offline. And I thought of rebooting, but I was going down so fast I could see I wasn't going to get it, so I got blown up. Now the last time, again, I've never had anything like this happen before. I've done it loads of times. I got the first heart of the Hydra, so this is the first one of a session, and 50% hull, and I was near the station. So I was turned around, heading for the landing pad. The Hydra wasn't shooting me. So I approached the landing pad nice and gently with 50% hull. I made a perfect landing and then just blew up when I hit the landing pad. I've no idea why. I wanted to record it, but unfortunately, I couldn't remember what button for my NVIDIA experience record the last 5 minutes. So I opened it up to see, and it wanted to do an update, and I did it automatically. I didn't get a chance, so it did the update, and then of course wiped out the recording that it had made. So I couldn't get the last 5 minutes to see what happened. But as far as I know, nothing happened. So other than I just blew up. So very weird. So just be mindful of that. That you can get weird things happen. So maybe something happened that I didn't see, but I was 50% hull, made a nice gentle landing right in the middle of the pad, bang, and I just blew up. Right, so, but apart from that, this is very lucrative. I've done it several times and I'm making a billion credits a night just by blowing up. I normally do like a couple of instances of the Cyclops and then one or one and a half of the Hydras. and it takes me about 4.5 hours or something like that to get 1 billion credits. So it's really, really good money compared with other things. So as good as pirate massacre missions. So what we're going to do, I'll just show you what I've got at the moment. I've already loaded up with some missions. The problem is that when you first arrive at the station, there's loads of missions there, and you take a few, and then mysteriously they all dry up, and then the same factions that you've already got them for keep offering you, and the other ones don't. So there is a bit of randomness in it. Sometimes you get a load, but you want to keep a piece of paper and write down the 5 faction names, just the initials or something like that. That this is Order of Imperial Knights. So I write down OIK, and then each time you get a mission from them for Hydras, I put a 1 or a 2 next to it, so I know that I've got one from that, because you don't want all your missions from one faction, because they only last a day, I think, and they're going to expire before you get a chance to kill that many. And what was the other thing? Yeah, so you can pick up also missions for Cyclops. So take all of those, any that come, take every Cyclops mission that comes. So it gives you a few more million. And Basilisks, got to be careful. Uh, Mysteriously, when I don't take the Basilisk missions, there's 4 there every time in the first part of the instance. And they they take quite a long time to kill compared with the Cyclops. I can get 3 Cyclops in a minute sometimes, but the Basilisks, normally like 5 minutes each or something like that. And uh, so they slow you down a bit. But if you don't take the missions, then mysteriously it doesn't seem to be any Basilisks, it's all Cyclops. So make of that what you will. There's weird things going on that, maybe I'm just unlucky, but that's the way it seems to be working out. And if you take, I took a Basilisk mission for 3, and I didn't see any for 3 days, and by that time the mission had timed out, and so that didn't work out very well. Yet the last 2 sessions I've done, it's been 4 both times. I didn't take any missions. So if you want to keep the basilisks away, take a mission for them. That's probably the rule. So what I'm going to do, just show you what I've got at the moment. So in my transactions, I go to it's the money part I want to see. How do I get there? It's down here. These buttons aren't quite working out. So I got 1.255 billion there, and then over this side, I got quite a lot of credits. 450 billion, 626 billion, 715,000. So what I do at the end of the session, you can see the time, 1754. I'll show you the time and how much we got, and we see, whether you think it's worth it or not. The other thing is, each time you come to the station, you can check the missions again, because you're going to come about 10 times in the first instance, and even when you're shooting the first Hydra, you probably, like I come back first heart probably twice, maybe second heart twice, and then it's roughly once for every heart after that. It's like, it depends whether they're camping directly over the station or not and getting you down before you even get a chance to fire at them, or whether all the scouts simultaneously gang up on you and things like that. So um, it takes me roughly an hour to do the first part of the instance, and then something like, if I do it really safe, 40 minutes per Hydra. But if I come out and there's 2 ways of doing the Hydras. You can either get the heart and then just head straight for the station and target it there, and then wait for the shields to go down. And when its shields have gone down, go back out. You've got to wait about 5 minutes each time. Or you can just go back to the station, repair, go back, take its shields down, go back to the station, go back, and then work on the next one. It's a little bit quicker doing it that way. Um, that's you're more active, so you can do it nice and relaxed, like 5 minutes per heart, and then do your emails and forum posts and things in between or whatever. So yeah, leave it to you how you do that. Right, so we see the time. I'm going to set off at 1800, so I'll see you later. Right, I'm halfway through now. I've just cleared the first instance, so I'm ready to go with the Hydras. If you look now, I've got 1429. I've cleared a couple of missions, but nothing, only for scouts. So the cash won't have changed very much. So here we go. Let's just hope I don't get blown up this time. Right, I've just finished now. So as you can see from the clock, when that thing goes, exactly 2 hours from when I started. And over this side, I've now got 1.586 billion. And on this side, I got 450 billion, 827 billion. So I'll just calculate what that is for 2 hours work. All right, so just done the sums, and it comes to I had 331 million for in bonds and 200 million in mission rewards. So that comes to 531 million in 2 hours, which is roughly 265 million an hour. So I think that more than, I mean, that's a good day in pirate massacre missions on your own. Now, if you do this with a partner, not only can you kill the things a lot quicker, you can do it in roughly half the time. No, let's say 2/3 the time, and especially the Hydras speeds up a lot. But also you can share the missions, but you can only share them one at a time. So, and you can't share them after you've killed the Thargoids. You've got to share them before. So you could probably get another 3 or 4 missions, another let's say another 60 million. That earnings rate is going to go up to about 350, maybe even 400 million an hour, and that beats anything. So that's what I figured out anyway. So if you want to have a go at that, as I say, if you want to see how to do it, look at my previous video. At the very end of it, I do the Medusa. It's very similar to that. You just dash out, as I said before, just dash out the station. First of all, you do need that advanced scanner. Scan the thing on the first time, and and then start shooting it. As soon as you get to 60% hull, go back in, then dash out again, shoot it again, try and get the heart, um, go back in, dash out again, take down its shields, dash back in, come back out, get the next heart, or shoot down its hull a bit. But what happens as you go through it, it gets easier and easier. By the time you get to the fourth, fifth heart, it's easier, noticeably easier. When you get to the last one, it's dead easy, just a few shots and you're ready to go. So yeah, have fun with that. Got any comments or questions? Put them down below and I'll sort them out.